Just when you think wb&sons can't pull any more magic out of its auction hat, it's back on October the 29th with another brilliantly eclectic sale. Now there's a bit of a sporting bias to this one. You'll find hot hatches, sporting prestige, but also some traditional classics.
Some lovely bread and butter here with this Austin A40 Somerset. Glorious, very original condition.
Yep.
It's got a sort of head unit in the front there. It's a bit more modern, but for a bit more daily use. But I really like it. I'm also strangely drawn to this Sierra Sapphire with the 2.3 diesel engine, the old Peugeot units.
Yep.
Wouldn't be doing any 0 to 60
No.
traffic light Grand Prix in it, but
Quite a rarity now.
very much a rarity. But there's another rare Sierra over here which I really want to point out, and that's this 1983 Sierra XR4i.
Yep.
Of course, the XR4i was only in existence for a couple of years, certainly in the UK market. Remarkably straight condition, sort of a rarity. 2.8 V6, of course.
Yeah, love the biplane rear spoiler as well.
Yeah, these are definitely a rarity, but there is loads more inside, so we should hop in there.
Okay.
But first, our friends at Lancaster Insurance are running monthly giveaways. You can win all sorts, from experience days to tools, restaurant vouchers and tech. So click the link below at the end of the video to enter their latest competition.
What about this?
This is a real favourite. I love this. Nova GTE.
1.6 injection, of course.
Yep.
This one's done 35,000 miles. Loads of history. Really nice example.
And look at this, it's got the, this runs on unleaded fuel.
Northumbria Police vehicle watch there. Do you remember when vehicle watch stickers were on everything?
Yep, dare I say it, this is the hot hatch of this era that I would have over all of the others.
You wouldn't have one of these?
No, it's the too obvious choice.
Yeah.
It's the, you know, well, the 205 obvious choice. But it's great, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But,
So this one, a late car, possibly unique in yellow, but my attention is drawn to what I think is a real hero hot hatch, kind of more from the period, the post-2000 period of silly hyper hatches. This is a bit of a sledgehammer, isn't it? 3.2 litre V6,
Yep.
Not really much in the way of electronic trickery at all, just hold on and celebrate.
Yeah.
I love these.
I love the styling of them, I think they're superb, and those wheels are to die for. There's plenty more Italian action here. Got some X19s. I really want to look at this Alfa Spider. It's the Veloce, the Veloce.
2 litre, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 litre twin cam.
Yeah, so this is a Series 2 car, which meant it moved over to the camtail. Interestingly, this is one of the very first to have the rear seats.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can see you've got dinky rear seats in the back. Yeah, a bit of patina on it, but a right-hand drive example.
Just so rare, and I just think they're so evocative, the Alfa Spider. If you're still into your British roadsters, there's this lovely Series 5 Alpine here.
Yep, 1725cc, of course, these Series 5 cars. This one looks in lovely condition. Like you say, it's got the hard top. Interior is really nice.
A lovely, lovely condition car, 1967. Beautiful.
And of course, an original Bond car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lesser known one, but there's some bit of JDM stuff going on here, which I absolutely love. This Subaru Legacy GTB E-Spec.
So these are a twin turbo, right?
Yeah.
285 brake horsepower?
Yep. Absolutely stunning. It is lovely. I would have that in a heartbeat.
But if you think there's a bewildering array of legacies, then Imprezas are the same, aren't they?
Yes. Well, yeah, this spec one
Yeah.
is again supposed to be quite limited in number.
Yeah, so this is a Type RA Limited. Japanese market model, imported over this one, of course.
Yes.
Really nice condition. These are getting more and more desirable by the minute, aren't they?
And they're just such lovely cars to drive. And that engine is just so evocative. It makes such a lovely noise.
Indeed. Lovely wheels, no marks on there, no curbing or anything like that. All seems very, very straight.
Yeah, like you say,
Nice
I
condition.
just think, you know, you don't see many of them in that unfettered condition, and it's just superb. I really want to go and look at some British classics down the far end here,
Okay,
so let's
yeah.
have a look. Now, I really wanted to show this off, Jeff, because this is a really late Series 2 Discovery. It's an absolute glorious spec. It's 2003, and of course the Discovery 3 came out a year later. It's a 7-seater, it's got pipe leather seats, TD5 auto, loads of miles on this one, but again, it's been well maintained. I just think they wear the miles. It really is.
Nice luxurious machine, obviously very capable off-road. Not quite so capable off-road, but
No.
luxury.
Now,
there you go.
I really like the XJ X358, as it was known, and everyone thinks the X300 was short-lived, but this was even shorter. About 2.5 years the 358 was in existence. High-tech underpinnings, all that aluminium.
Well, they're certainly imposing, aren't they? And this one has done 9,998 miles.
Yeah, so don't drive it anywhere. Basically, just keep it parked up. These are really good. It's the 2.7 diesel model.
This is about as good as you're going to find this one.
Not
isn't it?
unusual, but if you want even more brutal, you've got your Bentley
Yes.
Arnage here, 4.4 twin turbo V8.
Yeah. This is the BMW engine version, of course, one of the earlier ones.
Powerful and it's reliable. I think it's lovely. I really like the Arnage.
Yeah, there's a couple of these in the sale as well,
Yes,
isn't
indeed, absolutely. But yeah, there's a couple of other sporting icons which I think we're going to head over here.
there? Yeah.
So Jeff, I really wanted to show you these two Japanese sports cars.
Japanese?
Okay, well, one Japanese engine one and one proper Japanese sports car, but M100 Lotus Elan.
Famously derided for being front-wheel drive, but supposed to drive really, really well. I mean, this is the turbo version, SE. Really sensible estimate on this. I think this is a really good way to get into an alternative sports car that isn't an MX-5.
But I've got to say, this RX-7 is the one for me. It's absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, 1985 car. So one of the last of
Yeah, exactly.
Series 1 cars. This came out of a display at a Mazda dealership.
Yeah.
It was one of their heritage cars, and you can see, I mean, it's done 75,000 miles, but it's absolutely immaculate. Lovely throughout, interior is lovely, love that brown interior, just wonderful.
And the adolescent in me will always want to remind people this has got a 1.3 Wankel rotary engine. You've got to say that in any description.
And you can always say it with a straight face as well.
Yeah,
can't you?
absolutely, you've got to. I think as an unusual choice, an alternative to a Porsche 944 or something.
Oh, yeah,
And it just
absolutely.
looks gorgeous. Pop-up headlights, absolutely stunning. But not quite so sporty, but we've got this fantastic Ford Consul here.
Well, this has to be a contender for the cleanest car I've ever seen in a car auction.
It's
ever.
just gorgeous,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
underside is absolutely immaculate. Everything's been restored. Even the badges have been rechromed. So it's a 1959 car, a low line, only 59 horsepower from its 4-pot engine, but look at it. It's beautiful, and everything's been beautifully done. Just a stunning machine, a real show car, that.
I just think it's spectacular. Like you say, there's almost nothing you need to do to this now. You can
Well,
just,
look at the chrome.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It's spotless.
And of course, the console was the entry-level version, but looking at it, you just wouldn't know, would you? Look at that.
No, it's just glorious. I think this is an absolute highlight for me. Back to a bit of Japanese curiosity here, because I just love this Toyota Corona here.
Yes.
The 5th generation, I understand. There were 11 generations of Corona.
It's
Looks
so
great.
70s, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's so
in
70s.
all the best traditions as well.
Sloping dash. Absolutely love that. And of course, brown.
And of course, we're up at Killingworth at wb&sons, and this is a full Newcastle spec because it's the Toyopet. But
Wow,
anyway,
is all I can say. Wow.
it looks fabulous. Love the interior. Like you say, so very 70s.
Love the touches, love the wheels. These little touches, it's
Yeah.
just so brilliantly of its time.
Yeah.
Of course, you want to move forward a decade.
Bit of 80s German motoring at its best here. W123 estate, fabulous.
It's in really good condition as well, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
lovely, presents really well, that.
Yeah, one of these days we'll get one of these for Joe's camera car. I'm absolutely convinced of it. But there's an E30.
Yeah, this
325
E30 is a
here.
bit special. It's a 325i. It's got the crimson red leather interior. I mean, it's absolutely immaculate throughout. It's done 57,000 miles. If this was a two-door, it'd be 40 grand.
The Bavarian Bravado would say that it needs to be 2-door and it needs to be manual, whereas this is a 4-door and an auto.
Yeah.
But I just think these are lovely, and it's the right engine. It's fabulous condition.
It's a really nice car.
I mean, there's another bonkers German salute which I really want to point out is this Mercedes E-Class here.
Yes.
It's definitely not a taxi spec one, that's for sure.
No, built for drifting, massive turbo in the boot, just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's definitely a curiosity. But on the subject of curiosities, there's just 2 more very unusual classics that I think we should go and have a look at over there.
Okay.
Right, I really wanted to show you this, Jeff. This is a 1957 Renault Juvaquatre Dauphinoise, which I think
Right.
means young for posh potatoes, or something like that.
Yeah.
But very utilitarian. It was introduced in 1937.
Pre-war design, they made it as a saloon car up until around 1950, and then it carried on in estate guise up until 1960, and
Yeah.
of course this is a 57, so it's quite a late one. Lovely condition, driven to the sale.
Fantastic, such a rarity. It's got the 747cc engine. It's just a lovely rare beast. And but there's another rarity here. There's been a Topolino in the sale before.
This is quite special because it's a pre-war car, 1937. It's right-hand drive. It's a UK supplied car to
No
a guy
way.
in Dundee. It's lovely. It's
Yes.
in lovely condition, that lovely rollback sunroof. Just defies age, doesn't it? It's in lovely shape.
But if you just want cars that epitomise the variety that's at this sale, when you've got your Subaru Legacies and your Ford Sierra XR4s and Topolinos and Renault Dauphinoises,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah, incredibly. We've only scratched the surface as
Absolutely.
well. So take a look at the website, see what's on offer, and as we always say, happy bidding.
This video is proudly sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Give them a call on 01480 400 889 for an insurance quote on your classic car. And don't forget to click the link below to enter their latest competition.